Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Cleveland come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against Boston. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Hey everyone, welcome to the 2K Sports broadcast of the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 2 coming up. In this game, we'll see the Cavaliers going up against Boston with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. They've got Devin Booker, and it's Garbage Man in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, they've got Junior, and it's Doc in at the 2-guard position. Taking a look at Boston. Hey, nobody needs to tell them that they need a bounce back after dropping Game 1.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, losing a Game 1 at home piles on a ton of pressure. But they didn't get this close to the NBA Finals just to turn around and go home. They're going to put everything they have into this game, too.
Here's the Cobra. Gets the 3-ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Wolf. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Unable to get that one. Tatum with some nice D. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. It's a 3-point game. Oh, got that one up quick.
Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
Pass to the Magician. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. Drops the first. And he makes both free throws.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Wolf passes to Tatum. From the arc. Wolf, good. Wolf's got 5.
Yeah, the evolution of Tatum as a passer is evident. This guy more committed than ever to making the right play.
Outside Booker. Here we go. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here's Garbage Man. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Booker. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Pass to the bodyguard. Here's Wolf. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Give him 8. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Mr. Perfect. And the 3 off target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Ward passes to Brown. To the paint. Stolen. And he's going for the oop here. Here's the bodyguard. Ooh, a 2-handed power slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more more patience.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here's the Magician. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Outside Booker. Here's the Cobra. He's off on that one.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Brown passes to the bodyguard. Here's Wolf. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Wolf's got 11.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's the Magician. And he hits the jump shot. Now here's Brown. No made baskets yet. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker. And Coach said, first, we've got to be on him at all times. And second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him. Trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker. That's the name of the game here, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Boston leading by 4. Here's the bodyguard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And he knocks down the first one. White, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Rollins, he's checked in for Cleveland. Both good from the line that time. Cleveland trails by 6. Here's Mr. Perfect. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's the Magician. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Lets it fly. And Ward pulls it down.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Again, the miss by Boston. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's the Magician. Here's the Cobra. 4-3. Kept alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Pass to Wolf. The 3 is up. Again, the miss by Boston. Cleveland trails by 4. Throws it up high. Down low. It's picked off. Here's Rollins. Defended by Brown. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Second free throw, no good. Boston leading by 3. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2, Peyton.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Cleveland trails by 5. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Boston making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Tyson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Rollins. Pass to the Magician. The 3 ball. Cleveland again missing. Ward passes to Wolf. They set the screen from downtown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Inside, here's the Cobra, and he converts the layup. The Cobra's got 5 points.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's Pritchard. And here's White. Pass to Wolf. This one for 3. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Here's the Cobra. Deflects the pass. In transition. Takes a 13-footer. And the Cobra pulls it down. Cleveland trails by 6. Here's Rollins. Here's the Cobra. Connects from downtown. Give him 8 points now.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Launches it from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Pass to the Magician. From outside the arc. Boston pulls it in. Ward's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Wolf. Up top, Gordon. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And despite the turnovers, they're winning this game. You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's the Cobra. Give him 8.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Boston leading by 4. Gordon outside. To the inside. Here's the bodyguard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I'll tell you, he is becoming a very dependable passer. I love how Aaron Gordon puts the team first above anything else.
Walsh is checked in for Boston. Şengün checked in for Cleveland. Milton comes in for Rollins. Cleveland trails by 7. 1:24 left in the first. Şengün passes to Mobley. Şengün, a screen on Gordon. From deep, Mobley sinks it from distance.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
Here's Pritchard. Fires the 3. And Mr. Perfect pulls it down.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And the shot goes in. And now just a 2-point Boston lead.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
44 seconds left in the first quarter here. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Hauser, he's checked in for Walsh. Rollins, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Cleveland shooting 53%, setting the tone right from the opening tip. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
Here's Pritchard to the paint. And the basket by the bodyguard. The bodyguard's got 9 points.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Rollins. Out to the wing. From deep, Mobley. Doesn't go that time. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Boston out in front. They lead by a bucket. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Boston's shooting 56% today. On the court right now for Cleveland. Mobley out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Rollins in at the 1. And there's the lob. White, the pass to the bodyguard. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Cleveland's shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for the Cavaliers, shooting.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Here's Pritchard. Outside White. For 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to Mobley. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You can see the defender struggling to contain Mobley. He's got size, he's got agility, and he's got touch.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw good, Mobley.
I think what Evan Mobley wants to do is win first and foremost. We know he's a defensive presence. His offensive game is starting to really develop. The future is bright.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Booker, he's checked in for Cleveland. And both free throws good for Mobley.
What you have to appreciate so much about Evan Mobley is his strong work ethic. This guy says he wants to be an all-time great, but he also puts in the work.
Now here's Tatum. Yet to see a basket. And Mr. Perfect pulls it down. And Cleveland's shooting is around 55% so far. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Booker. Unloads. No good there. The Celtics shooting 56% today. To the inside. Here's the bodyguard. Excellent D there from Booker. And Cleveland has possession. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Şengün passes to Mr. Perfect. And he's going for the lob. Gordon with a steal. And here's the fast break. Here's the bodyguard. Finished off the break. The bodyguard's got 11 points.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Pass to Booker. The 3 is up. Cleveland again missing. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And the basket by the bodyguard.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to review the game plan. Cleveland making a change here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Pass to the Cobra. Here's Mr. Perfect. Hardaway with a screen on Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland again missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Cleveland trails by 6. Mr. Perfect passes to Mobley. Booker with it. Mobley, a screen on White. Booker for 3. On target from range. Booker's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, the pick and roll is something Devin Booker suits his mindset and his skill set. Gives him a chance to attack whatever weak spot you've got.
Wolf. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Cleveland, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Mr. Perfect passes to the Cobra. And rejected. Pass to the bodyguard. Hardaway, a good look. Gets an open look and hits it. And now just a 1-point Boston lead.
No, silky smooth from the mid-range. Hardaway Jr., that form is on point.
Here's Wolf from deep three-point land. Mobley grabs the board. Now Booker. He's got 5. Mobley down low. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Clock at 4. Here's the Cobra. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Outside Booker. Here's Mr. Perfect. Puts up a deep 3. The Cobra can't hit.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Tatum against Hardaway. And it's Tatum missing. The Cavaliers have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Shot's good by the Cobra.
What a good pass. I mean, Booker's so unselfish, showing he's not just a finisher.
Down low. Here's the bodyguard. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. White with the steal. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 15. Pass to Wolf. Jacks up a three. Again, the miss by Boston.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've been able to create turnovers with their high-pressure defense, and offensively, they're converting off those opportunities.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
That free throw misses. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for White. And he's good on the second. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Five to shoot. Can they get it? Blocked again!
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to the Magician. And here's Booker. Launches it. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Now here's Tatum. Shoots from the block. Offensive rebound. Oh! Wow! And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Here's the Cobra. He's got 11. Mobley outside. Pass to the Cobra. Sengun, a screen on Tatum. Cleveland again missing. Well, the Celtics shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's the Cobra. Mobley outside. Lets the three fly. They get it back to the wing on the left. The Magician. He drops it from range. The Magician's got 7 points in the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Brown pass it to Wolf. Right side Tatum.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Outside Brown. And it's off from three-point range. And here comes Cleveland. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. The Magician pass to Booker. Sengun with it. Pass to Booker. Fires the three. No luck on that one.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Tatum. To the left wing. Releases. Again, the miss by Boston.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
So it's Boston now. After the basket by Cleveland. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. A nice shot by Brown.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Here's the Cobra. 11 points in the game. And stolen by Brown. And here they come. And he can't bank that one in. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Mobley. Here's the Cobra. Pounded by Tatum. Here's the Cobra. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Mobley. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Gordon. Here's Wolf. Tatum from long range. Tatum drills the three. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back right after this.
The Cleveland team.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for Boston.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they could get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when they would foul you? Freebies?
Nah, it was usually adding one. Free throws were just a bonus.
They've gone into halftime with the game all tied up. But, Kenny, what do they need to do to make this series competitive?
Well, they'll need to come out after the half, and they'll hit the court with a lot of energy, and starting with executing the coach's notes right away.
Absolutely. They can't afford to waste any time. Got to grab the lead and never let go of it.
Hopefully they've got enough fight left in them. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. Boston's shooting around 44%. Not bad. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Ward in at the center position. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. And they pick up 2.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
That's the garbage man. Here's the magician. And Ward pulls it down. Ward's got 7 rebounds in the game. Tatum with it. Here's Ward, down to 5 on the shot clock. Free throw line jumper. Tatum can't hit.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
The Cobra passes to Mr. Perfect. Here's the magician. Boston pulls it in.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Wolf. Beyond the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's the Cobra. He's got 11. Here's the magician. A deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. The magician's got 10 points in the game. Here's the bodyguard. Pass to Wolf. Fires for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Here's the magician. Launches a 3. And Cleveland another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Brown. Tatum looking it over. Back to Brown. Brown. The magician. Pass to the Cobra. That ties the game. 13 points in the game.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Pass to Wolf. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 15. Inside. Wolf, good. Wolf's got 25 points in the game.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The Celtics have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Outside Tatum. There's the triple. The magician grabs the miss. The magician's got 4 rebounds now. Booker for 3. Boston pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he lobs it up top. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Pass to the Cobra. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. And now a 3-point Cleveland lead.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And here's Tatum. 3-pointer. And Tatum buries it from long distance.
How about the answer from Jason Tatum? Say it with your chest, Jason.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 5 points in the game. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Wolf. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Ward passes to Wolf. From behind the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. The Cobra's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to the Magician. There's a screen, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Derek White's checked in for Tatum. Rollins, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's the bodyguard. He's got 15. Now here's Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wolf. Again, the miss by Boston. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting an excellent rate of 56% on the third quarter. Here's the Cobra. He's got 18. Puts up a 3. Goes back up. Here's Garbage Man. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. And for Boston, they're shooting an excellent rate of 56% on the third quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's the Magician. 10 points for him. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The bodyguard. Pass to Wolf. And again, Boston with the triple.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's the Cobra. And miss after miss right now. Boston leading by 6. Ward passes to Brown. Outside White. Pass to Ward. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Garbage Man's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Rollins. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Brown passes to White. Back to Brown. Shoots. Got a hand on it. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by White. Mr. Perfect passes to Garbage Man. They get it back. It's blocked. Here's Ward. No points so far. Pass to Wolf. Here's the bodyguard. And here's Brown for 3. He can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Aaron Gordon's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White. Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland. Tyson comes in for Rollins. 1:56 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Pritchard. Takes the 3. Here's the bodyguard. And the layup is good off the glass. The bodyguard's got 17.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Here's the Magician. He's got 12. Here's the Cobra. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. The Cobra's got 9 points here in the second half. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Pass to Wolf. Pulls it. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 5. So they take the lead. The Magician's got 8 points in the quarter.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Here's Wolf. Give him 31 now. Gordon outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pritchard. The 3. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers shooting at 45% of the game so far. Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's the bodyguard with a rebound. The bodyguard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you, he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
The Magician, pass to the Cobra. 3 quarters of play, and a close one here. Cleveland on top, up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for Cleveland. We've got Mobley, Devin Booker out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Tyson in at the 3. Pass to the Cobra. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall. The Cobra's got 12 points here in the second half.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Wolf. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Outside White. To the middle. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Mobley. Cleveland leading by 4. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Booker. Off the mark there with a 3.
He has just not taken smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Fires in the triple.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Booker surveying the floor. Pass to the Cobra. Mobley down low. Another shot. Good work defensively by White.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Now here's Gordon to take the lead. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. White with a steal. Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Mobley. Here's Tyson. Pass to the Cobra. From deep three-point land. Cleveland again missing.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Tries a 10-footer. That's good on the jumper. And the Celtics lead by 1.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Outside Booker. Pass to Tyson from deep. Boston pulls it in. Wolf's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Outside Booker. Pass to the Cobra. Mobley on a screen. Here's the Cobra. Drills it from deep. The Cobra's got 6 in the quarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Jason Tatum, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
So he gets them both. And Booker's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Takes a 3. The shot off that time.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Now here's Brown. Tightly guarded. Driving inside. It's deflected. Outside Booker. Pass to the Magician. Here's the 3. Boston pulls it in. Here's the bodyguard. From the left block. Uses the glass to drop it in. The bodyguard's got 19 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Brown. Here's Ward. And here's Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Off target from the wing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Stolen by Mobley. In transition, here they come. Pass to the Magician. Outside Booker. There's the 3. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Brown passes to Ward. Back to Brown. Pass to White. 6 to shoot from the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Mr. Perfect. To take the lead. And Cleveland another 3.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half. 4 total. Keep shooting it.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The Celtics have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. And here's Tatum. Tatum barreling in. The rebound by Garbage Man. Garbage Man's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Booker. Here's Mr. Perfect, hounded by Tatum. Mr. Perfect. Boom! He jams it straight down.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Outside Tatum. Here's the bodyguard. Here's Wolf. Tatum with a screen. A shot to stop the run. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
The Magician. Pass to Garbage Man. Here's the Cobra. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. It's stolen. The Magician. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Here's the Magician. Defended by Brown. The Magician misses. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. Cleveland shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Here's the Magician, defended by Brown. And there's the screen. And he's going for the oop here. And they're running. Yes, they get the go-ahead bucket. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Here's the Magician. A step-back shot. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. The Magician's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now Tatum. Nifty move. And it's good. 2 points. Tatum's got 19 points.
The very definition of their go-to player. Mr. Tatum, ball in your hands. Yes, sir.
Here's the Magician, defended by Brown. The Magician misses. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., there's a chance to extend that right here.
Tatum with it. Four on the clock.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
Jason Tatum taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he ends up making the second, and that'll put him up 2.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Pass to the magician. And here comes the break. He pulls it. Tatum can't hit.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And there's a pick. Throws it up high. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line. And he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, he missed it. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now here's Brown. They've got Junior, and it's Doc in at the 2. Back to Brown. Let's go with a 3. Wolf can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's the Magician. There's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. The Magician's got 23.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
And here's Tatum. Pass to Wolf. 5 on the clock. And here's Brown for 3. He buries it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's the Cobra. Fires the 3. And Ward pulls it down.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Right side Brown. Tries again. Tatum from long range. And the Cobra pulls it down. The Cobra's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. For 3, Booker. Here's Garbage Man. And he paddles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Wolf. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Booker. The Cobra passes to the Magician. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Outside, Brown. From behind the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Garbage man's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the Cobra. And the shot goes down. The Cobra's got 28.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And there's the lob.
Great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's the Magician, defended by Brown. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
The Magician. The shot misses. Brown with some nice D. Boston on offense. He's the bodyguard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
At the line for Boston, number 48. Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 5. And so he hits both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Now Booker. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And Boston calls time here. They're trailing by 7. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
It's going to be tough. They've got to get a quick hoop and then immediately foul.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Tatum passes away. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here's the Magician. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And Boston calls time here. They're down by 7. Guys, what do you think?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Tatum from long range. The rebound by Garbage Man.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And now our player of the game.
Think about all the good opportunity when families to take them as mayor, I built thousands of homes. Reduced homelessness and one made San Jose the safest big city in the country. When I taught middle school, I promised my students if they worked hard, they could do anything. This is our chance to make good on that promise. For them and for every Californian.
Plus, we're going to give them a little free for a year. Yeah.
What's a better deal? No.
Give them a market. Is that legal? It's still setting for micropowered Wi-Fi and mobile press. California needs help. There's a summer where it's tough stories. I've been playing for years. And when there's a hope, we can't see it. I've seen it take on big farm and take on big banks. And agriculture and service around. Yes, never take a dime of corporation. It's the fight for working and shakes the
It is great sport for fans of the galaxy far, far away. It's Star Wars Day.
May the fourth be with you. Nearly 15 years later, the Force is still strong. We also released the recent ratings, in fact, today for Star Wars Day. It shows Americans spending over $33 billion watching the epic franchise last year, both on TV and streaming packages. More than 637 million minutes on Star Wars today alone. Star Wars, do you remember? Debuted 1977, created by the legendary Captain President George Lucas. The studios created on the base.
The physical fair at Star Wars Fan Club to the podcast up and follow on YouTube. They have more compliments, but it's because so very hard.
Here, deep in our community, we find the truth of Jesus. These things that we know, persistence with this specific games. Stopping is one of the most effective ways to acting on the it is to down with the whole if you're the most fan, it's for very new. Stop ready for day one to stand tall in the Congress and
My father's not transportation in the Civil War. He taught me this short negotiator position. You have to call it. When you select for the office, you can call it as treasurer and just on state agenda. Defend our church against royalty and take on
the lady who was our state treasurer.
They were kids. They were supposed to be kids. But I'm able to say as much more than 85,000 million children were missing. Some were trafficked, some were abused, some were forced into labor with enormous payments. But when this destroyed it, that's how 26 Democrats in Congress described it. Years after having a big problem, the state judge's secretary of state reviewed. If you lose children, your children is not coming for you. So we can see how everything is on.
Let's see the next special. And I think that's what art of the house, our TikTok show. Tonight, we'll see some fights with a unique area artist. Now, there's a lot of film professional methods and mentors to October 2nd. We'll take you know as much as he's been club, find out which dreams and examine throughout the families. We'll hang out with a teacher, someone who's very responding functions. The Midwest was down, and 80% was over. Beautifully for president, and it's the San Francisco's most famous sporting club. British young girls on the TV thanks for joining me for this edition of Talks and Stories. For the last few years, it's been an ambitious push to place more public art in San Francisco. Back, the city just installed a new art piece as part of the park renovation. The heading to San Francisco's new artists inspiring inspiration. Hi. Let's journey San Francisco's financial district, Joseph Street and Company work. But if you want to see scenery for a retail store, you've got to look up. Wait there.
I think it's extremely therapeutic.
But the crane balloon operates it is under speech therapy.
Feel like I can turn off what's going on in the world. I'm seeing traffic, I'm seeing people rushing the way
But the takeaway point, the room, office, dark.
Well, my brain is running my sketchbook, and that's what I go into a disaster. back on the ground. Yeah, maybe in the pandemic in my garage. He also does some heavy lifting. Artists, $55 drums with cement base. What do I do? I'm a sculpture artist. He's an artist. I think his day job appreciates materials that his brain invest in. I just try to repurpose everything out of life. The Institute is ideas beyond of the type man and army. It's a lot of structure in that type of world. And it's the same with working with metal. After he got out of the army, the Richmond Virginia natives made his way to the Bay Area. Twice, and honestly, approximately 20 to 30 feet tall. A couple of years ago, he was building a large scale piece for the Annual Desert Festival. He broke his hand. Friends, it's him. It's the work. Bay Area art scene accepted without changing it. The base of the sculpture is actually a 113 farmer vehicle scrap. Somewhere along the way, Blue's love of industrial materials led his love of African masks. He learned star signs. He's been doing just a lot of research and making sure we understood our ancestry and lineage. His eyes are actually KC-10 helicopter. I'm making mostly events like that in the diaspora and medium system like metal and stone. All of them came together. Where each piece involves its weights. He recently installed a really basic part. Listeners and Oasis is a 13-foot tall, 5,000-pound, fully scrap metal sculpture inspired by the Sonoran tribe of the Ivory Coast. It was just scrap. The piece is part of an ambitious project called the Big Art Week. This is a 3-year initiative to place about 100 pieces of work around San Francisco, so we do the right thing. Peru is part of the wave of black artists, bringing the spirit of Birmingham to the local art scene. Some would say that this is actually the black vanguard of art in Birmingham. Peru makes his art at night and day, and climbs back up to work. I think that's what art is about. Art should tell a story. Maybe you call this art story. For me, those people that keep an education in their hands, there's a club in Italy park that dates back to the 1800s. It's a club devoted to bottled yachts. But now this old club is getting a new infusion of what you might call bottled up energy. You get a real nautical vibe when you reach Sparkles Lake, which is a park. This pond was built in 1904 specifically for people who love bottled boats. You can also the nearby bottled yacht club started in 1898. Insiders handmade sailing yachts with costly for such stuff as me. Just feel the yacht.
There's beautiful picture of it, and by the type of boat that she's only like 408 years.
But just like the club itself, the bottled yacht club members have a lot of years of themselves.
Most of the leaders are retired at the year retirement.
Then, 5 years ago, things have changed. Blue, the club.
One bit and a volunteer on there.
For the school's request to come up with a project for kids, Kate Payton and his father, club member Billy Jessica, launched an idea for a new project, DIY yacht.
And my dad was looking at how to say,
That idea matched what Susan's concept was already yacht. It's already like if you have beautiful living like this, if you go to the front house, it's got its snags, and you find yacht design. Looking to create homes, water bottles, sails, and plastic bags. Of course,
it suggests privacies.
The aspiring bottle boat builders are definitely like novels. That's true stuff. It's for families. People say what's happening.
Seems for the joy is seeing the families have a chance to come together, to learn together, to build something together.
The thing about building with kids is that it forces them to see that even the adults get challenges. These are really like what power when you play something out and don't control over that.
It's like
you like to be close. You like to be close. Something close.
You're teaching small children, you're teaching design, we're teaching creative problem solving. first round of say, I really love this opportunity to create a chance for families to do a project together that they will be with forever.
That's building a kind of almost secondary experience of doing something together. It's one thing to feel about it.
We can take the sales out.
Nothing. I was like, if somebody about knows, that's positive on the story, yeah, I'm going to actually get 6 families have 12, each one with a story, a connection. Along the way, the father died, and we didn't make the sales for a future. Not all my life, and that's just so refreshing.
It's just very, and then it's a fun, engaged, the kids, and
The program going. Give their families a chance to hone their birthright skills, and in a way, those inside it starts with one. When we return, we'll catch up with the pictures of bringing creativity to one of the Bay Area's most iconic places.
They were kids. They were supposed to be kept safe. But unbelievably, that's what was more than 85,000 million children were missing. Some were trafficked, some were abused. Some were forced into labor and lost limbs. Horrendous, disturbing. That's how 26 epilepsy mothers described it. Jeans have believed they got more worried for his kids even they had. This HHS secretary of the box notes with you. Even if you lose children, you're fit to leave California.
We're all about transparency. No cash, just upfront pricing. Complimentary maintenance included. All models, all inventory, all protecting, period. Downtown Super plan where transparency really drives the deal. Schedule a test ride today. Located on Broadway and 41st. Family owned since 1982.
Guys, I'm trying to think something about it in there. Got a whole team of the time test, thinking about maybe, are you ready for stuff in minutes? Inherited a home is a stroke to do this. Down by the very houses offers the fastest way to sell your home as is, with no fees, no commissions, and no hassle. Just call today for free pass offer at 510-707-6000. That's 510-707-6000.
Where Star's Tires Billions? Not here in California. They're in Los Angeles, engaged in the Cayman Islands. Hundreds of billions hidden in assets. Huge investments in offshore private equity funds, all to avoid paying the same California taxes that you pay every year. Steyer is earning millions a year in offshore profits, all while preaching about making billionaires pay their fair share. He should start by paying his own fair share. That's Tom Steyer. His gains are California's loss.
San Francisco's Black Memorial Church has a long history of activism and salvation. The late Reverend Cecil Williams was a Bay Area institution. Tonight will be with the new governor and his own energy on creation. Good morning. Good morning. San Francisco's Kennedy has a reputation for making a really place. It is a world-class home. The market is right. In this neighborhood of the down valley, life is an ambassador. Streets, Abraham, Church, I can't even. Beautiful streets of Niagara, the home. The criminal beautiful and vibrant places. We live back Why does that happen? But it's on the street and in the campus. You want to say good morning so that they don't hear it. His message on the flesh is huge. You can see the pride flags flying, which even applies to him. I'm always yelling at that. It's an important to tell our story. So I'm just interested in what's my sexuality. What was born and raised in the learning for like kids. His parents divorced, leaving his single mother to raise him in public housing, where all the other children were also raised by single mother. And I really think that was the beginning of my ministry, seeing how these women took care of each other. Against the fire of spirits out of the religion started with, but later found a different church, which to him just preached this inclusive gospel, and I was like, oh, this gives the God that I'll never understand. After 7, he got a big position right at Florida in San Francisco. This is what I find the legend he's the Lord last year. He delivered Minnesota during that church. They asked me to come in and preach. I came in just at the right time. Cecil was forgiven his step down. And Cecil was one day, he stood before the congregation and said, I want y'all to know that God the legacy of Williams. His other, I asked Cecil about that. He quite simply said, you're not going to be the person. And that was the most what also felt liberating was being open to sexuality. If I can say my blackness is a name of God, and my queerness is also a name of God, then people can find a divinity in themselves. I cannot do the job hiding that. And so I am the newest kid on the block. And right, also, God, the arts. The author of 4 books of poetry. He just opened the podcast called Being Acceptance Fabulous to help others understand. I wanted it to be a place where you can get credit for your art and creativity. Now you can get some achievement for those even the world encouraging words and judgment in a place that is in school. And I want people to be able to say, you know, there's this like gay guy who's something trash behind. You should go by there. And those are the type of people who lose. We tell people that's the
On Today in the Bay, Morgan's played huge involvement for the greatest school government.
It's so contagious. City Council in Oakland,
Turn out your friends from Today in the Bay on NBC Bay Area.
Taking on insurance companies and hospitals and medical care, whatever you need to get back to that idea. You know, because every year deserves justice.
My father grew up with a non-fair education and a civil war. He taught me you can't negotiate with cruelty. You can't be right. With a lot of criminal hate. You can call me a sexual. They are not to try to take your agenda. Defend our place against violence. Take on from the attack from our fathers. Because this is what our kids and our community the best.
Thanks to the Lions for the state treasurer.
I'm Jesse Chris, early California's person injury lawyers. Here's what I'm not. I'm not posing outside of the political system. I've never been. Not given, I'll fight for you as far as it falls within the skin. And I'm not
Just a second. You know what I am doing?
reconstructing clashes, reanimations, locking in key witnesses, turning over every stone. So when I show up in court, I've done the work. And that's what you want normally. Call the law office, Jay Chris, 877 Jay Chris, make your case Chris.
At job training, we believe every individual has the opportunity to succeed. Here the Bay Area hosts Committee's Bridge to Work program, here to build beyond decades of opening pathways to stable careers for the communities we serve. This year, our participants have the exciting chance to gain skills and opportunities by working some of the major sporting events coming to the region.
We feel like there's always we connect with other kids like John King and with companies like Annabelle, World Cup coming up.
I was going down the Brea, my car was actually from the side, and it's a 3-car collision. Nothing about a couple of nervous when I called them complaining with no one. They assured me they wouldn't ask for $8 unless they won the case.
Wine is, of course, one of the Bay Area's most prized industries. You know, everything from small farms to giant corporations. But tonight you'll have to sit on the family to do the couple with winemaking and family fare. Winemaking is a way of life. You make this product that comes from your those grapes that grow sweeter with the sun. You describe something that comes from humble beginning. It becomes something special. You might also be describing the path of Carlos Chavez. Let's go from a very small town of Tepeluca in El Salvador. Chavez grew up at the time when the Civil War gripped his native country. When you live in war-torn areas, you get to see people die. You get to see people on the streets dead. He was 14 years old in 1984. About 3 years from the kids in this country were drafted into the army. His mother, already living in the U.S., arranged for him to flee the country, to put on a suit, pose for his only childhood photo, and began a journey through Mexico, through the world, getting documented across the border. He still has the 20 peso coin during the trip. When I arrived in L.A., it was in my pocket. And that picture says, later in life, Chavez was working in the health and safety industry when another chapter unfolded. He met Linda, a party. I got what? We immediately discovered, in addition to each other, we both loved wine. We made our first cardboard of wine, $5. The winemaking quickly evolved from back porch to the garage. It was so much fun. I mean, making wine in the garage is like the ultimate.
It was strictly just for fun and for the enjoyment of wine.
Along the way, the couple also produced 2 daughters, Elsa and Carla, and the winemaking outgrew the garage, bought 5 tons of grapes, and rented commercial space, had by barrel, had by racks. And now it became like serious. This is a cellar where we keep our barrels. The winemaking was actually the Chavez's second wine country business. They launched their own company to teach safety compliance to wine companies and their workers in Northern California. Like all Chavez, it's a family operation.
We're first gen in this industry. So we're laying a path forward for our children and maybe their children's children.
The evolution of the old days of garage wines with some sweet notes. Wines from Chavez family cellars have now earned 5 separate gold stars at prestigious wine competitions. For Astrosina, someone looking to score good wine every name in the 3 years to go from grape to bottle. It's really exciting. In an industry where Latinos have traditionally done the labor, the Chavezes are also owners, helping to open the door for other Latinos. Excited to have your name on barrel. The name on the barrel seems a lifetime away. Boy, who's in the suit, about to embark on a life-changing journey.
I get emotional because when I look at it, it's like somehow he knew in some way that he was going to be a successful businessman because he was dressed like a businessman.
In wine country, the grapes rise from earth to bottle might just be the perfect metaphor for a family. Before it makes you feel happy if you do it right. Still ahead, she helped knock down the door for a woman out of San Francisco's sporting club. Now she's marching on an important milestone.
They were kids. They were small, sweet kids. Around the years, as much as 85,000 migrants were involved. Some were trafficked, some were abused, some were forced into labor amongst others. Horrendous, disturbing. That's how 26 Democrats in Congress described it. Gina told me that they felt more worried for this kid even now.
As HHS Secretary of the States New Zealand.
How do you say that? If you lose children, you're the kid to leave California.
Michael Tubbs couldn't run away from his Rivers to make a big dinner. He ran towards him. He denied his eyes. He followed that area. Michael saved Stockton from bankruptcy, revitalized the economy from poverty. Now, Michael's trying to put his hands up to bring his vision and his values to our state. Because when Michael sees a challenge, he runs right at it. He follows his roots.
Get it from Victoria's Better Sleep and save up to $1,200 on select mattresses during the Queen's Memorial Day sale. Get great deals like Deep Sleep Queen mattresses starting at $299 and 0% financing for 60 months on top brands like Tempur-Pedic. All backed by Mancini's over 365 nights in occupancy. You're sure to get the right mattress. Don't be open the moment for the new mattress.
If you've been on the American River, it's uphill, downhill, there's trails everywhere. You know, you can walk, and it just makes you happy. And I couldn't walk. It was terrible. I was trying to do a real path. I went to the Victory store, and I tried my life sports. I never had to take them off since the day I can walk, I can run, I can jump, and I mean, it's terrible.
You two can get back out there with our support from the Victory store. At Sutter, we're here for every chapter. For questions about fertility, your first pregnancy, or your first. Only Menopause has you feeling you're not quite like yourself. With nationally recognized maternity care and OBGYNs, you can always count. A whole team on your team. Sutter.
Bill, sure, I'm in a club. What's that? It's a water truck, where you can swim, row, and hang out. But for many years, women don't have to do any of those things. Let's meet the woman who, half a century ago, changed that. As a woman in San Francisco, city waters are a playground for swimmers who prefer their waters chill. Lee Bender remembers her first time.
And I thought, somebody's got to be fit. It was so cold.
But like so many others, Bender took a liking to it.
I was just covered.
Like Century started with Travis Park swimming code for Dalton and South End rowing clubs in back to the 1800s. In past times after a swim, male members of the South End rowing club could enjoy a hot shower and a cocktail.
Bender, I swam champed in my hair in ice cold water in that filthy public bath.
If you look at old-time photos of South End clubs, it's all guys. Those clubs were only.
I wanted Chip to join me, but I didn't have a shower, but men did not want it.
The clubs both leased land from the city, but in Sweetheart Field, they were shaded in red.
They were so nasty. And this was before we got into the club.
So the women decided they'd have to force their way in. In 1975, Bender, 5 other women filed a lawsuit demanding they be allowed to join the club. The 6 women hired an attorney who consent to use funding.
He could have a council-based raise money for other charities. Yeah, the man we had City Hall behind the we had on the couple.
50 years ago, 1976, he prevailed.
Our board banned that by that city's concessionaire.
The lawsuit hit its mark even before the trial, with the National Park Service poised to take over the land and bar any discrimination. The clubs relented. Bender and 4 others joined South End, another adulting club.
It was wonderful to have a locker, a hot shower. Our accommodations were pathetic. We didn't care. We got into the club, we were still very much concerned with the bride.
It took years before Bender felt truly accepted in South End, and even longer before she realized the path the 6 women had paved.
When a lot of the other women started coming in and saying, hey, look at this display, what you guys did at that point, we thought, oh, yeah, well, we're going to do something good.
Since that decision, more than 2,000 women have When, if you be current South Bend president, that's tomorrow.
They did it for the greater good of women. So many of us are here today because of that.
The photos in the South End today are filled with women. There's also a wall dedicated to the sick but the lost.
The reason you're talking about it is because obviously experts are the only things that are alive.
But he is still very much active in the club, which is played a big role in her life.
This club without the base winning, without the roles, altogether it's the greatest club on earth.
Well, thanks for joining me here on the area of publicity, special activity stories. I'm Joe Rosario, nurturing you to find ahead. See you later.
Tom Steyer. Charlie Silver says definitely not like Donald Trump, but the real Tom Steyer is a different story. Steyer invested in Trump's casinos. That's right. Steyer bet big on his Trump house, along with private prisons, home lines, and tobacco, almost stashed their profits in the Cayman Islands to dodge taxes. Steyer billionaire, where to stick it.
I sit down and stand by for that one that's even if it's not a test. You're going to find over. Are you retrospective now? Inherit a home that's legal. Down by for the office. That's what's going to sell it. That's it. With no fees, no commissions, and no tax. You stop today for a free tax outlet. 507-707-6000. That's 507-707-6000. The reason I'm running the government, I want to represent European Californians and stand up for the corporate specialists who are destroying people off this state for rest. And the number one problem that people have in California is the transformation of business. That's housing, electricity, expense prices, food prices, what's all. People say that's what I don't think. So, that's what they do. It's a between agency and transparency, and seriously, none of these things. And it's $1,200. So in any single area you set up. You can watch them, right? He either needs to get married or he's unsuccessful. And it's a rigid dog. Children's that's someone that I'd like to say that they genuinely care. Now mention that the controversy this morning when Norman lead chairperson Andrew Flores spoke at the press conference on the staff of the Met. Last night, Thorne and Jeff attended the National Free Fund, the fair arriving at what Anna called
Yes, you want to co-chair and also be sponsors of the Met. I was so honored. Participation is captivating. Since Jack has been a proponent of the government's ICE policies, activists have placed posters around the city and are calling for celebrities to boycott. Some comments on social media have been scathing. They're sponsoring not our generosity. They're sponsoring the best their ticket in. They think for some of the tickets in Moscow and their selection prices on the Friday that people ignore. In downtown New York today, elementary star Lisa Ann Walker didn't see a volcano billionaires. A protest fashion show countering the Met Gala.
There's one guy, one very big, very tall billionaire, who wants to make the Met Gala fall in what's that even about? How did it celebrate creativity, artistry, and fabulous in all genders? And the revolving around this temporary flex weekend.
One people in Wall Street might finally attend this year because of this weekend's release of The Devil Wears Prada 2. She will not be there. The headlines have associated this with the Bezos involvement. Or rather, put that rumor to rest, saying in a statement, Mary has been invited to the Met Gala for many years, but has never attended. While she appreciates both Anna and her incredible imagination and stamina, it has never quite been her scene. Met Gala regular exhibit Data will not be attending tonight. That's likely because she needs a break from the spotlight at her recent press conference. Philip Indeed and Taraji P. made their innings here. Both liked the anti-Bezos post. Taraji writing, I'm so confused by something about that cargo. What are we doing? Well, it's actually going to be the couple's first appearance at the Met Gala. They attended together back in 2020.
Let's get to the answer to start with our whole chance. Roxy Alzheimer's Las Vegas, Steve Irwin is the annual event celebrating the life and legacy of the original Warriors who passed away. Speaking of the gala, it's important very important. He's serious and he's really changing the world, but also it's about approaching it with a sense of enthusiasm, passion, and fun. I think that's what Dad would an event like this to feel like a celebration. A celebration indeed, and I see that's nice with Robert's sister Mindy, who stayed in Australia due to health issues. She did send a message that was played inside the room. Robert and Tara revealed that Mindy's daughter Grace, who has helps keep his legacy alive.
She now watches Grandpa Crocodile documentaries, and she lets me know that I'm too. So,
it's interesting to see with Grace like that. Her energy is there. Like she is an absolute like 100% like girl. But I'm standing in front of the really close and joining to treat the audience to dance. Get an excuse to dance. Get with me. I'm like, sign me up. You folks, right? Be with me along with the two sons, Neil and Chad Sharon.
We are so excited. We're big fans of Robert Irwin and the Irwin family. They really bonded with Robert and all the animals that he did. So we care a lot about this charity and everything that it represents.
And we were with Robert and Whitney for the first movie fans. We have that going up on Wednesday. But right now, let's get to Britney Spears. Finish out for months. She said she was arrested for DUI. She was over for driving the ride. Today, Britney learned from fate at her ranch. Britney back dancing and posting on social media just hours ahead of her DUI arraignment. Charged in the courthouse this morning.
Spears, my understanding is that's the first condition that her suffered over the English time.
As suspected, Britney was nominated for Israel transit center plea deal for a, quote, reckless charge instead of a DUI. The singer received 1 year probation and lost her role in a 3-month alcohol education program, as well as gave up with her mental health and substance treatment, among other restrictions.
I was so confused because I do love the city.
Looking wild, you try to address these women to clear up that's the point.
This is
The good news is I'm responding really well to managing treatments. The bad news is it's going to take me a while before I'm up to stage for the children.
Despite the setback, he's eventually sure things were classic Dolly and charm, but she's still working hard and will be back before we know.
Well, I know you're thinking, Lord, save her well, that girl's always for love or something. Well, that's true. That's true.
Dolly,
No, I'm saying, like, what are you talking about?
Oh, you dropped me. Oh, you almost gave me whiplash. I'm talking about, like, what's your opinion on a relationship? Like, do you like how things are, or would you, like, want an actual relationship? Oh, you get to that head.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't want a relationship.
You don't?
I said I would want one, but I don't know right now.
Why you don't know?
Because I ain't situated right now.
Makes sense.
I don't know. I might like it, maybe. I can't really say for sure, but he was cool.
Yeah, I ain't situated right now. Love, like.